Okay, here we go again. This is another test. I've been, I obsess on things, and yesterday we were talking about another camera, and I was trying to get things working. They weren't right, and I obsessed again all day, and here we are. So, what I've done this time is I queued up some new news items. That sounds weird to say. New news items, something more current. Last time when I was testing that stuff, I was using old news items, but now, and we have a couple favorite, well, I guess more than a couple, four, you know, um, favorite videos. And let's see, what else did I do aside from almost tearing this whole thing apart again? I know. And oh, yeah. And we're going to show a video of myself doing stand up at the Blue Note. I was doing a guest set. Um, who was it? Heston Kai Hui did a show at the Blue Note, so I stopped by, ended up on stage, shot that, and I have that video for you. It's available on my YouTube channel if you want to see it. And by the way, I will be at the Blue Note again this Sunday for Father's Day with Augie Tolba. Oh, hey, almost couple people coming in here. Aloha, Andy, and hope all is well with you and your family. God bless y'all. And as always, Uncle, mahalo for your hard work. Well, thank you so much. Oh, hey, let's make this a little bigger while it's sitting right there. And then I can, yeah, still grab it. Kaya Lau, good to see you again. We were here last night, I guess it was. Hi, Felicia. How are things in Waikiki? Yep, there we go. Let's test the big board and see how that works. And I do that specifically for when people do things like, oh no, look. See, I'm glad I tested this. Funny how things change. Yeah, there we go. I do this specifically. I guess when I was goofing around, I messed with something. Anyway, let's see how he allows comment looks. Yeah, see, that's better. Hey, look, Jay-Z. Oh, hey, Molly, how are you? Hey, I was worried that I would be stepping on your stream, and I was trying to find out because I know you do something on Saturday, so I waited as long as I could, you know. Hope I didn't, but you're obviously you're not broadcasting right now, you know. How's it, Ray? Mahalo for being here one more time. Ooh, wait, what? Clickanize them good, you bugger. There we go. Okay. So let me go through the new cameras. Well, you saw this one yesterday, right? We had this one. This was the top shot from over here, right? But I added this one here because I wanted. Remember, I was trying to show you this little setup over here. That's my laptop and my helmet, one of them, and that's something. See, this whole green screen, all this stuff I can move out of the way, and then shoot green screen stuff. Ooh, say that three times fast. Anyway, that's another camera, and of course, I have the what people are calling the broadcast news shot. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh man. Let's say aloha no. Yeah, super bummed. Missed last night's stream, but super stoked here now. Yeah, again, Molly, I'm just trying to see how I feel about getting my feet wet again. And it's kind of fun. Hey, Miles, how you? Hey, I'm on the road with my scooter. Oh, you ended up taking your scooter back? I thought you were gonna sell it here. Okay. Hey, let's go to the big board. We got a lot of stuff coming up here. Hey, K Mac, how you? Andy. What up, fam? Yeah, saying how's it to the rest of the Hammer Jane gang here. And then JC Super Mac. Hey, buddy, Freaky. Oh, I love these names. It's been a while since I've done this, so I see these names. I'm like, yeah, I remember Buddy Freaky. Hello, Andy. Long time no see. I was just thinking the same exact thing. Oh, wow. Paper clips, bubble gum, rubber bands bring us multiple angles. Yeah. Well, I can't leave well enough alone, Molly. Right? Pokole tea. How are you, beef stew? How's it, Andy? Good to see you again. Yes. Sticking my toe back in the water. Haven't, thought about anything regular lately, but I'm seeing how I feel about a lot of the changes that have gone on because it's been a while. So every time I go to open up a program or something and it says, do you want to update? What? And then I update and then I go, okay, let's go for the button moved. Where'd it go? You ever have that happen? Or the worst is if you're trying to do a Google search or a YouTube search on how to do something, and it says, go in the upper right-hand corner and click the accounts button. And then you go up there and you go, where is it? I don't see it. Oh, and then you look. Oh, this is archaic 6-month-old technology. We have updated since then. I know. Hey, Michi Mama. Lucky I'm still awake. How's it, Andy? Oh, yeah? Where you at? On the West Coast side? Yeah. Again, these are tests, and I do them purposely kind of late here, not like thousands of people show up if I didn't do them at that time. But anyway, let's see. I have some news items, okay? And this first one kind of interesting. Let's see where this one here. If you're a racetrack fan, for about 20 years, people have been trying to get a racetrack in Hawaii. There used to be the racetrack out there. What was it called? Hawaii Raceway Park, right? But people keep saying, "Hey, we need a racetrack. Get these kids off the street where they're racing anyway." Oh, hey, Tita Ferreira, hiyo. Aloha no. There you go. Oh, you're in Mo'ili. Oh, you're in Mo'ili. Up still, almost 8 o'clock. Oh, yeah, JC. It has been some time since the last time I caught a show, Andy. Been doing. You sound great. Oh, thank you. I'm still having trouble with my throat a little bit. Glad to see you're still doing much better. Yeah, hanging in there as best we can. That's how it goes, right? Anyway, let me show you this first news clip here. Here we go.
Tonight, a surprise email just in from the National Park Service on a long-awaited project in West Oahu.
City leaders share the new developments for the first time tonight, and our Ben Gutierrez was there.
Mayor Blangiardi's 7th and final town hall of the year included some long-awaited news for Oahu's racing community.
I am happy to let you know that the National Park Service has agreed to allow us to do an interim use for the 20-acre lot out at Kilauea for a motorsports recreation use, and they look forward to working with us on the long-term master
20
planning
years.
as well.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
But wait, there is a catch.
A catch.
20 years after Hawaii Raceway Park shut down, putting all that asphalt off limits, the new raceway will start as a dirt track. First phase right now is just the dirt track?
The first, which is the 23 acres. People say 20 acres, but it's actually 23, and that's this parcel.
Still, it's something. That land is part of 400 acres the U.S. Navy transferred to the city a year ago for recreation.
I can't tell you how many interviews I did when I had my tooling around car, in the car show and the tooling around show, which was basically motors and motorcycles and such. And so many people went, they're like, build one, not a soccer field. We get enough soccer field. We got to race. And mostly it was about, let's get these kids off the streets,
Longtime racetrack advocate Lee Cobian says there are 2 more parcels where he's hoping a new paved facility can eventually be built.
It's only been 8 months, you know. I mean, you can't even get a permit to redo your kitchen in 8 months. So we're progressing. I'm hoping by the end of the year, start breaking ground.
The city got the deed in September. The goal is to build a sprawling park, possibly with campsites, but the raceway is the first project.
This is something we made a commitment to because there is a big interest across the island in auto sports, and especially the fact that Oahu is the only island that doesn't have any kind of a racetrack or outlet.
Parks Director Laura Thielen says the city and the Park Service will continue working together on a long-term master plan for the area.
Yeah, they won't be doing that.
Hawaii News Now.
Yeah, you know, to race, I think you have to go to, where is it, Kauai? That's where they have a 1/4-mile track there. But, you know, Hawaii Raceway Park was huge. And then, you know, they shut it down and everyone, what? So this is a step in the right direction. Hey, Jody, how are you? I'll be seeing you in a little bit. Jody lives in Vegas, and I always camp out at her place when I'm over there. I'll be there. What is it, Jody? July 11th at Delirious. That's Don Barnhart's club right there on Frontier Avenue. I'll be there, and then the 13th. Then I'm going to Pasadena. So, one say holla that. Ooh, what's this? Wait. Oh, let's go to this one. That's a long movie. We need some room for this one, Jay-Z. Oh, anyway, updates on Oahu's going to new landfill. I saw an update that they're trying to toss up this, the central Oahu overland. Ernie Lau was not yeah, Jay-Z, no, the new landfill, you probably didn't hear, but I think they're going to try to put it in Kahala. Yeah, you know, just right there next to Kahala Nui, the retirement place, right? So right next to the freeway, so people can. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Mistaken. Oh, once again. Oh yes. Then in August, yes, I'll be at the beach house in August. What is that? August. I used to have a memory. Now I have an iPhone. I think it's 15th or something like that. Ooh, where in Pasadena? Ray, at the Ice House in Pasadena. Yeah, with Kamaka Brown, by the way. In fact, Greg Azus, who books that for me here, is booking more and more local people there. So I think Maui has the drag strip. You know, you're right, buddy. Sorry. Which is weird, you know. Think about that. You got a race car. Not only is that expensive, now you got to schlep it to Maui. Oh, 15th and 16th. Okay, 15th is the Friday. 16th is the 16th is the Saturday. You know what? I think what we should do is, well, we'll talk about it later. All of a sudden, hey, let's have a conversation about the gig. Yeah, Jody, you know, she was on Maui and, you know, did a lot of promotions over here, food and beverage, went to Beverly Hilton, I know. And then now she's in Vegas and helps me so much. Thanks, you. Okay, so let's see what else we got. On this next one here, this is too weird. Okay, I'm not even going to intro this one. Check it out. You'll know the name.
UFC Hall of Famer BJ Penn was back in court today in Hilo. Penn was arrested twice over the Memorial Day weekend, accused of assaulting his 79-year-old mother, Lorraine Shin. During today's hearing, the Office of the Public Defender told the judge that Penn requested free representation, but his application was not complete.
Okay, if you haven't heard about this, BJ Penn, who so many people love, huge fan of his when he was in the MMA and doing all that, he accused his mom of not being his mother and replaced by someone pretending to be his mother. And she's going, PJ, please, no, you have to do, no. And he just was adamant about it and ended up assaulting her. What, bruh?
They need more information from you, more detailed information. You got to go, you can fill out another application and fill it out with as much detail as you can.
As long as you fall below a certain threshold, then you're considered indigent, and then they can represent you for free. Why he would go with the public defender, I'm not entirely sure. You do have the right, if you can afford it, to an attorney of your choice.
Former longtime public defender T. Taase says he has never heard of a public figure like Penn ask for a public defender, which represents clients who cannot afford to hire an attorney. Penn is due back in court on June 18th.
I tell you what, this proves that getting in a ring with some of the strongest, best, most aggressive fighters in the world has no effect on you whatsoever. Sorry, BJ, but what? I know. And by the way, his mom was not the only one that he accused of being a replacement. Yeah, he's going a little cuckoo. Everybody went, remember when he ran for governor, right? And everybody went, oh, bro, what, you crazy or what? Well, I don't know. Imagine if he would have won. Poor guy, I gotta tell you. Hey, Lady Misty, how you? Aloha, Madstatter. Yeah, I knew it would become a habit like when you golfed. You remember that story. Quick synopsis. I said, I really enjoyed golfing until I hit a couple good shots and went, man, I could be good at this, And then it wasn't fun anymore because, well, you know the rest of that story. Oh, I know. Hey, I hope to see you live on stage one day. Okay, Internet Surfer 3000. That would be nice. I'll be in Vegas, Pasadena, and maybe coming up Pacific Northwest, where Molly lives. I just talking to somebody the other day about that. So we'll see. It's not like the old days where I could just pick a place and go there and there would be, now it's like, you think anybody will show up? And I'm not ashamed of that. I've been doing this for 45 years. It tends to wane, right? What? When? Keep me updated. Yeah, Molly. Patrick Landeza, who books the Bay Area, I was asking him about dates there since I'm going to fly over for the Vegas and Pasadena gig. And he goes, I think the Pacific Northwest would be better for Augie and I, both to go up there. So we'll see. And if we need an MC, I'll let you know. If you're available, we'd have fun again. Molly MC'd shows with James Money and I when we went there. Oh, how's that? Okay. All right. I tell you what, this is what Mad Statter calls the Lono listening break. So let's take one of those. Here we go.
Tonight, a surprise email just in from the National Park Service on a long-awaited...
Scratching up my back, she's got her claws in me now. Accidentally, incidentally, I don't know just how it happened. She's got a groove I respect so well. Don't ask me how it started. I was sitting there so broken hearted, looking for a trace of that smile she left on my face. That's what she does. 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 that's me over there, trying to get a glimpse of that girl, that. What am I supposed to do? Cause she's moving and a grooving, cooking up a recipe. Even Sam Choi would like puree, gravy. She serves it up so well, yeah, my appetite is overwhelming. Give me some desserts, baby, make it hurt, and I'll be back for more of that kick and glide. Give me 2 more tens, we're gonna pick it up again. Number 3, you call it, just keep it smooth. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. When the dance is over and she comes to me so freely with her arms open wide, she's taking me inside, watch out, thinking that I had it easy. Then she says, oh please excuse me, who is that guy right behind of you? I was in shock, thinking hey what's up, I was tossing and turning, then my girlfriend woke me up. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does. She does, that's what she does, that's what she does. That's what she does, that's what she does, that's what she does.
Thank you, Marla. You saw Augie and I in Kona. Oh, that's great. Yeah. You know, Miles, I was confused. I thought you were here again. So where do you up in the Pacific Northwest? I kind of, yeah. By the way, Marla, when you went, are you live? Was it weird to see your? Well, I guess so. I know. Okay, now I have another news item here. This one's a little weird, okay? Because basically, we all know criminals aren't the best decision makers, but check this out, and then I have a little video as a follow-up on it, okay? Check this. This happened at 8 o'clock this morning, I think, or maybe it was yesterday, I'm not sure.
New tonight, check out this freeway arrest that started with a rescue, all caught on camera. A dash cam captured a man running across multiple westbound lanes of the H1 just before 8:30 this morning. The 53-year-old tried to hop the median into fast-moving traffic, but at the last moment, 4 officers pulled him to the ground. It appears the man was just inches from being hit. HPD says the chase began when officers tried to stop him from walking in the shoulder lane. He's now facing a charge of disobeying officer commands.
I know, but okay, so look, this guy was walking on the shoulder. They went to deal with him. He ran across the freeway and was trying to jump over. Did you see that car almost hit him? But the way they all just rushed him, and it reminded me of this, okay? Check this out. This is a wasp attacking a bumblebee, a honeybee. Look at this. What they're doing is wasps are very sensitive to heat. If it gets too hot, they die. So the bees surround them and just do, and this is about 20 minutes later, right? It takes about 20 minutes to do this, but they just ball up around him. I know, too much. Oh, thought he was playing Frogger. Definitely. Hold on, let me get this big thing. Yeah. Look at this. This is the guy pulling the wasp out of these bees. And then when you do this, then they all the bees just run away. But look at it. And watch, here it is again. Look at this. See, and these wasps, they go in, they grab a honeybee, and they eat them. They just run away with them. Look, see him grab them? And then the honeybee holds onto the rope, basically sacrifices her life. I know. Man. Okay, by the way, I said sacrifice her life. I don't know if you know this, but all 95% of the bees are female, okay? And the males, they don't do anything except mate with the queen. Once in a while, they all just go somewhere, and then they mate and they come back. And when it gets like winter, the female bees kick all the males out of the hive because they don't have stingers, they don't work, they just hang out, watch football, drink beer. So all these women went, hey, dude, out of here. I know they smother the wasps with heat. Oh, man. Okay. No one has to die except the wasp. The stinger's left behind. Yeah, I don't know how that goes. Rough gig. I know, bro. Oh, imagine. Yeah, I know. Just a gigolo everywhere I go. Yeah. Ooh, Hive of Thrones. I love it. I know. It's an amazing thing, you know, and because I'm into this bee thing, you know what I mean? I posted another update today, and there's less and less bees every day that I go out there and check. So, you know, I used to watch the drones get thrown out of the hive at Grandma's house. Oh yeah, you were telling me the Jody's grandmother had a huge hive of bees living in like some closet or something, and everyone went, that's the bees, no bother them, you know. So she grew up with that sound, you know. Hey, Charles K., are you beef stool? Ooh, good to see you. Got our tickets for Pasadena. Oh, mahalo, brah. Yeah, tell your friends. We don't know how we're going to do in Pasadena. And again, it's Kamaka Brown and I. and this Sunday, Augie Toba and I will be at the Blue Note. So, you know, you've been warned. There you go. Ooh, it's Pride Month. Come out of the closet, bees. You're mine. Brian, I love that you've become a bee geek, but alas, your learning is in real time. Yeah, I just, you know, I always like underdogs. You know, I mean, if this was a swarm that was just doing well and going crazy, you know, I'd have some people out here in a second to save me from this hive. But that they're dwindling and less, I'm like, oh, it's like you want to save a sick puppy or something. I know. Oh, too much. Okay, let's see. What were we getting? Oh, here. Yesterday I played some stand-up of mine, and somebody said, hey, I like that. So, by the way, there's a lot of it on my channel, my YouTube channel, Andy Bumatai Show, if you feel like checking it out. I guess you could be watching that here. So let's go there. And this is me at the Blue Note doing a guest set at Heston Kaihui's show. Okay, so I just went on and did a few lines and said, mahalo, brah. So let's see. Here we go. Hold on. Let's play this. Oops.
Welcome. And Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out here. How many tourists we have? Clap those hands loud. Okay, good. Let's talk about these people. Glad you make it. Thank you for sneaking in. And I do not mind translating a pigeon impaired. You know, pretty soon they'll get their own parking. Can you imagine the security guard? Get up, yeah. Let's couple one like you don't understand. Then the driver says, I'm sorry, what did you say? Oh, you good? Down. I gotta tell you, white key to be here. And look, watch this. How many people do we have? See that right there? That's I believe family.
Great club.
You know what a compliment is to get this many local people in Hawaii. I'm serious. I'm talking men. Keep your first thought was iron. And it's hard too, right? Local people, when it comes to the parking, you can give a bar of gold away with every ticket. And
oh, really? Oh, sorry. How can I don't know how to do the echo. Fix it.
Changed over the years, am I wrong? What happened to the gold man? Remember the gold man?
I'll turn it down and you can read the subtitles. Sorry. Oh man, I didn't fix that.
And the tourists would film him, remember that?
Is that better?
Take a picture, same thing. Imagine that guy, he gets back to Dubuque, Iowa, right? Hey, I want to show you something. This is Waikiki.
Better.
You know, his friends going, oh, does he move? No. I have 45 minutes.
Cool, thank you.
Popular, you remember? And then because of him, had, the silver man. You remember the briefcase man? One time I was walking on Waikiki, I seen this local brother, right? Construction helmet, high-vis vest, standing there, not moving a muscle. Oh God, this brother is good. I took out $1 and put it at his feet. He go, stay stupid, I'm city and county.
Best comedy club in the state, Blue Note. It's the right size, and the reason for that. Oh wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Still running on the other side. I'll never stop them. No, and the reason the Blue Note is so good, in my not so humble opinion, is that it's designed for jazz, right? Because they have a lot of jazz. That come through there. So, the acoustics are right. The size is right. Comedy after 300 gets a little strange. Your delivery changes a lot, but it's just tight enough. Cool. Ooh, yeah, encore. Yeah, sorry about that. Ooh, I just had lunch with Kamaka, Charles K. Well, let's go here so we can see that half avatar of yours. Right there, boom. Okay, I just had Kamaka and Kay. I sponsored his music festival last week. No way, Charles. Mahalo, thank you. Okay, how big is the room at the Blue Note? I would say it was probably maxed out 400 maybe, somewhere in that area. Less probably, but that's kind of where number that's stuck in my mind. Okay. Jazz and comedy are cousins. That's right. Right. I actually started a club, Jokes and Jazz, one time, and I tried to do it, but there was no parking. That was an issue. Okay. Let's see what else we got on the news front here. Oh, I think you heard about this one. Hold on.
Kilauea could put on another spectacular show in the coming days. Last week's episode left witnesses in awe as lava fountains reached over 1,000 feet high. Nikki Schenfeld spoke with experts to find out if we'll see a similar sight this week.
Episode 23 of the Kilauea eruption was an unforgettable experience. As scientists say, lava fountains reached 1,150 feet, the highest yet.
As soon as episode 23 ended, so those amazing fire fountains gradually got smaller and then they very abruptly stopped. And so the activity that we saw on the surface stopped, but immediately pressure started building up again underneath the ground.
They used tilt-meter GPS to measure the shape of the ground.
And so we can see that inflation happening right now. And so that's telling us that the pressure is building up again. It's the same pattern that we've seen before all the other pre episodes. So that tells us that, yes, a 24th episode is probably coming very soon.
And it gives everyone a chance to tell that joke. Hey, one thing about land, they don't make it no more. No, the locals. Oh, yeah, bro, what? You never see the volcano, huh?
Says it's likely to begin in the next 1 to 5 days.
It's a higher probability that that's when it will start, but it's not guaranteed.
Kilauea began erupting back on December 23rd and has had periodic fountaining episodes ever since.
Amazing.
He says the last time there were similar fountain eruptions like this was back in 1983 at the beginning of the Pu'u'o eruption on the East Rift Zone.
The last time that we had fountains like this at Kilauea Summit was actually all the way back in 1959.
Wow. He says that eruption lasted 1 month and fountains were almost 2,000 feet tall. So will episode 24 mirror Sundays? Dr. Phillips said it's just like watching your favorite show.
And just like you never know what's coming next on your favorite episode of TV, we may get something similar. It may be higher, it may be lower, and we'll find out when episode 24 arrives.
Overnight, USGS reported intermittent glow with occasional spatter in both vents and says strands of volcanic glass, also known as Pele's hair, is present throughout the summit area of the park and nearby communities.
It's beautiful to look at, but it can be very dangerous because it's shards of glass. And it can cut you, and you don't want to adjust it, and you don't want to rub it when it gets in your car because it'll mess up your paint.
He says all activity is currently at the summit, and he says any episode could be the last. So if you're interested in seeing it, make sure you check out the park in the coming days. Nikki Schenfeld, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Ooh, there you go. And Mark Tony Taco Flores. I lived in Hawaii in the 80s and loved, I think it's an Andy show, Pigeon to the Max. Yeah, Pigeon to the Max. You know, a lot of people don't realize that the Pigeon to the Max character on the front of that book was me. and you know, and I always have to prove it to people because they go, nah, you just trying to be somebody. Well, here, let me see if I can do this here. Mark, this is for you, okay? When I was, let's see, where am I here? See, this is what I looked like back then when Pigeon to the Max first came out, okay? Right? Now, check this out. Then, this is a T-shirt that the artist who did Pigeon to the Max, Peppo, who was Doug Simonson, he did this, right? And then later he did the book, right? And he did this. Can you see the similarity? See there, and especially this one, and I guess it was this right there. Oh, isn't that funny? Oh, I know. Okay. A little history for you there. And Doug went on to be a world famous artist. I know. You know, those little sketches turned into this beautiful, they look like photographs, some of the ones he does. I know. who and you've been videoed plenty times with that cut off t-shirt era. Yeah, that was it. Oh, that's why I have the book on my shelf. Oh, thanks, I know. I told my mom about that the other day, actually. Oh, thank you. P-Draggy? Padraggy? I don't know. I can't believe I've never had you sign my book. Yeah. I never thought about that. Okay, so let's do another musical break here. This one is just one of my favorite videos just because of the song, because it reminds me of when I met my wife, you know. And in fact, Augie Dolba does a funny bit about, hey, I met my wife in the 2000s, back when you could lie. Now I get so much electronics, hard for lie. But anyway, this goes out to all the romantics out there who met their significant other the old-fashioned way.
Jagged metronome of typewriter keys. A simple thought brings you to me, and I'm thankful every day. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. In a time when we want it all, everything so fast. Write a text, no time to call. To slow down, oh, I pray. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. I'll write to you with ink from a pen. Feel the weight as the words sink in. My mind moves too fast for my hand. I need to tell you this while I still can. It was so dark that warm summer night. I much prefer it to the bright blue light. And I feel the need to say, I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. I'll write to you with ink from a pen. Feel the weight as the words sink in. My mind moves too fast for my hand. I need to tell you this while I still can. Jagged metronome of typewriter keys. Another page done, my soul at ease, and I'm thankful every day. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. old-fashioned way.
And now we're back to the new fashioned way. Here we are. You know, it's funny. I just got a text from Nunny. I think it's here somewhere. Anyway, it's so I put so much work into these other cameras, and then I never use them. You notice that? I know. Oh man. Yeah, this one I'm going to be using this green screen here soon. I have some ideas to do some stuff with that, and then the such a camera geek. I know, can't help myself. Oh man, let's see. It is apps kill your soul when you're looking for love. Apps are all the wrong places to be looking for. My sister met her husband online, and I don't know how long they've been married. They're still together. No, wouldn't be my particular cup of tea. You hear these horror stories about people saying they're 225 pounds and 6'4", and then they show up and they aren't. Is that green fabric or paper? No, Molly, I went down to the Walmart, and I bought a bunch of those square green what do you call it, construction paper or whatever they're called, and I stapled them to the wall. I know. And I have some green fabric. I almost showed it to you. I have some green fabric that I use to do other things. When I want to hide something, I'll put the green fabric over it. But that's paper, which evidently is not a good idea, because the termites can get behind it and eat the wall, even though we just had our house tented. Geek, period. Yep, once a month. Hey, I need to reconfigure something. Poster board. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Hey, I got to tell you, another thing too is, they have these fairly cheap, like they're reverse, the kind of screens that they used to project stuff on in well, maybe they don't do that anymore, but like the screens, home movie screens. Yeah, they look like that. You pull them up, but they're green, and you put it behind your chair. And then they have these other things. They're just like big enough, and they fit on the back of your chair so that they're this big. And then if you keep your shot in there, you can crop out the rest of it. I know. Believe me, I've looked into it. Elgato has a good one. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, let's do the last of the. This is a park that's very close to me, and there was one part of this video when I was watching it that went, huh? And maybe I'll stop the video when it gets to that part, but people are abusing parks in the evenings. What?
Drugs, noise, and vandalism have some calling for a change in hours at a community park in East Oahu. But as our Annalisa Burgos reports, not all residents agree.
With summer in full swing, these young skateboarders are taking full advantage of Kilauea Community Park. It's the kind of activity area.
First of all, look how somebody went over there and squared off all the graffiti and just, blocked it out with those perfect squares and rectangles and such. Looks kind of cool. But if you're a graffiti artist, you go, all right, now what I do will be framed.
Residents want to see at the facility, unlike the behavior they claim to witness there at night. Some who live near the park report people sleep there, do drugs in the bathrooms, and make loud noises late at night. That's why.
Do drugs in the bathroom? That happens?
Some neighbors are proposing to close the park
Okay, here.
10 at night.
Look at this here. Okay. Followings are prohibited: alcoholic beverages, animals, smoking. You can't have any smoking animals, spiked shoes. When did that become a big problem? Spiked shoes. I don't get it. Anyway, that's, and hanging on the rims. You can't do that. Isn't that a basketball thing? Okay, shut up.
To 5 in the morning.
I think it's a good idea because we're here with the children and I want it to be safe, and what people can do from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. in parks. So like to come in parks in the morning and feel safe.
Us as a board, we're reluctant to close parks and take away resources from the community. Unless we really have to.
But members of the Hawaii Kai Neighborhood Board point out other residents visit the facility at night to stargaze, and they'd prefer the park remain open 24/7. Instead of a nighttime closure, the board is considering whether to lock up the bathrooms from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., the most common hours across the city's 300 parks.
Particularly when it comes to park closures, we want to have community cohesion
Green
on that
screen.
decision. Because this is a park facility that impacts the entire community. It's not just belonging to one particular park user or user group. It's really everyone's park. So we want to try and make it as democratic as possible.
A nighttime closure would come with legal consequences, as trespassers could be cited if they're caught in the park after hours. The neighborhood board is set to discuss the request further at its next meeting on June 24th. Annalisa Burgos, Hawaii News Now.
Yeah, like they're going to arrest people at the park at night, which most likely may or may not happen. But like the police don't have enough to do. Now that every park, boom, closes. Oh, great. Now we have that. And we got helmet laws, and we've got e-bikes, and we've got just keep loading stuff on, but don't raise my pay. That's what's going on. Where are my pearls? I need to clutch them. I know. Oh, that's it. That's why we. Oh, that's too funny. How many times have you heard that one? And that's why we cannot have nice things. Damn kids. Adult supervision suggested. You know, and another thing too. You know, they. Don't go. Okay, I'll just give you the short version. You know, they kill arts in the schools. They, you know, they take anything where people can express their creativity. That so many of those things are going by the wayside, and then they wonder why they go to drugs. You know what I mean? I know. Well, where are we going to charge our phone? Hawaii Kai. No, that's not Hawaii Kai. It's Mililani. It's here. Seriously, it's maybe 2 miles from my house. Yeah, I've gone to that park. You know. Do you remember that video I shot with the motorcycle, with the Indian motorcycle I had, and I did all that thing. That's that park. Yeah. Ooh, no bathrooms. People use. Yeah, exactly. If they lock up the bathrooms, then guess what? Somebody gets to clean up afterwards. Oh, I thought they said Hawaii Kai in the report. I don't know what they said. I didn't listen to it. I don't know the name of the park, but I can, I'll show it to you. No, I was going to try to bring up the video, but it'll be too clunky. And time to search for it. And we're coming up on exactly an hour here soon. Let me see what we got. 55 minutes. So there you go. That's the last of those items. And we could play another video, I guess. This is that Kenny Roberts song. That's so beautiful. You know, I was going through these things, and I just love this one. Let's play it here. This is Kenny Roberts.
Though I tried to deny my feelings for you, I know our friendship will be true. But we have yet to spend some time together. I'm so glad I met you. Maybe I need some time to myself. Maybe I need a friend or two. Someone who will listen to me, just like that someone I found in you. These things I try to find, so very hard to find in you. But the answers lie in someone else. Forgive me if it doesn't lie in you. Although I tried to deny my feelings, I know love won't be true to me or you. We had our precious moments together until you found somebody new. I don't know what to expect from all of this, what I hope to gain, yeah. Hear me now, and you know that time can only ease the pain. Things I try to find, so very hard to find in you. The answers lie in someone else. Forgive me if it doesn't lie in you. So you found somebody new. So you found somebody new. So you found somebody new.
Woo! Yeah, Brian, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Boom! Right here. Look at this here. This is LinkedIn. This is Brian on LinkedIn, and he's going, I want to know why the LinkedIn video looks so good. I've wondered that myself so many times. You know, if you, and especially if you watch it in the rerun, I don't know why, you know, so, oh, there we go. See, there we go back again. So anyway, that's LinkedIn. And that was Kenny Roberts. Yeah, I love that when Jody said, we used to go hang out at the bar while he was playing, and how much fun that must have been, you know. Okay, I like it better than YouTube and Twitch and X, yeah. I forgot I'm on X. I tried to get on TikTok, you know, because you can broadcast live on TikTok, and it says you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm never on TikTok, so because that's not gonna happen. Yeah, but let's see, do that one. And even if you switch settings even if you switch the settings to source speed, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm broadcasting in 1440 as opposed to 1080p. I mentioned that yesterday. I said 14,000 or something, but it's 1440. Yeah. And Auntie Bagel, so nice to see you. I know. We go back. I think she was the first or second person to come on when I did the accidental broadcast 5 years ago. I know. And still here. Oh, Michi Mama's saying, wait, let's go to this one because this looks like a long message. Oh, hey, Andy, I watched last night's Black Hat session at 2:30 a.m. I get up early, so that's why I ended up knocked out. Oh, sorry. Oh, and it says, Mad Statter says, yeah, Twitch gives a 1440 option, but you have to choose it. I think, there we go. I think I've known Kenny from the 80s. Ooh, we old. We are survivors. Yeah. Oh, what condolences to your kitty. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I missed that part. I think her little one moved on. Oh, I didn't see it. I was going back to look for it, but Navas, Bakanizo. Okay. Yeah, I'm old school, but Auntie Bagel is even older school than me. Yeah. But it's still, that was 2020 when we started this up and everybody came around. Okay, gang. So I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much once again for hanging in there. As you can see, I'm practicing to see how things go. And what happened to that? Wait. Oh, there. Oh, I must have bumped this light. Yeah, there, I guess I did. Me and my lights. Yeah, I know. Oh, my favorite light is lately is this one here, because look here, I can change it, make it really bright if I want to. Yeah. It's right down there. Yeah. Oh. I like that helmet too, by the way. It's kind of old school looking retro, I guess they call them. But anyway. Okay, there we go. Mahalo. And by the way, Matt Statter, on your stream, you were talking about hard drives. You were looking for something. You and Shakalaka were talking about something. Send me a text or email or something. Let me know what you're looking for, because I got all kinds of stuff laying around here. Maybe I can send you something, depending on what it is. Does it have to be SSD? Are you okay with regular drives or whatever? Let me know the specs, Yubara. Okay. All right. Oops, sorry. Happy Sunday morning. Oh, thank you. And thank you. The chat is jumping as I go over here. Okay, there we go. Let me say goodbye real local style. You got to start 45 minutes before you leave, because you got to say bye to Auntie Bagel. Thank you. And peace to all. And give you rest of you. Have a great day, brother. Night K-Mac from Lays. Sweet offer. I'll let you know what's going on. Yeah, okay. Oh, mahalo. Hey, Charles K. And once again, mahalo for sponsoring Kamaka's festival. That's really generous of you. Thank you so much on behalf of the brother. Okay. All right, gang. I'm going to hit the button. You ready? Here we go. 2 dudes and 1